I don't have epilepsy or seizures. Easy. Please a full screen borderless, please a full screen borderless, it does. On this game. Frame limit background. Vertical sync off, frame limit 60. Don't wanna explode my fucking graphics card, thank you very much. Motion blur none. Don't care about anything. Shadows, textures, post processing, anti-aliasing, sharpness. Nebo, jsou tyhle další 4 věci, jsou DLCčka mapy. Už má tolik DLC. A to čumím. A prophet had no honor in his own country. It's always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. Ty jsi fakt hard mapy. Já miluju tebe, mapy. To byl plot twist v tom prvním Talosovi, že lidstvo vymřelo, byli jenom roboti a roboti se stakli v nějakém training loopu. Mám takový pocit, že nic... Jo, papi. Mí mistr roboto, arigato. No ne.
Child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Tvoje máma vypadá jak Elohim. Přijde, že jsem strašně rychlej z nějakého důvodu. Děláme takové finty, vopy. Přijde, jsem úplně přebůstěnej, jste zarychlo. Tohle je nějaká moc easy, vopy. Proč to vůbec hraju? Tohle mám zváklý raz, dva.
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Mirabilis!
They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Otevřenou plec, nebo... Úplně dobrovolně vyvěřený. Ty vidíš, že ona má tu plec ráda, jako vy říkáte, že to je vězení, ale to je dobrá věc pro ní. Mirabilis! Nemůžu prostě udělat tohle. Můžu, no.
Well done, my child.
No, jak už jsme tu hru porazili, tak končíme, ne? Končíme vapí. Jo, tady je víc dveří, ale sem jít nemůžu.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
V žádném případě nebudu používat phone. Se nikdy nestane, malý vapí. Windy day. Bro, these puzzles are too easy, man. Too easy. Oh my god. What billion IQ? A prohrál vapy. Prohrál jsem. Je konec. Je konec vapy. Je konec vapy.
Very good.
Oh, fuck. Jo, no tak ale to je cringe, tam byla schovaná za rohem, vole. Cringeánek. Jestli nevím, co mám dělat. Tak. Ještě tě mám vapí, to už jsme udělali. A tak to už mám tak půlku hry hotovou, ne vapí? That's not sure. Ty chtěl by přijít na to, kam vlastně jdeme. Aha. Oňo, kočička dělá prádlo. No tak jsme se zasekli konečně, no. To tady musí být někde nějaká krabice, to co je? Tady nic tady není. No. Oh my god, taký kokot. Já si tak...
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
You look like a dream. What is powering that?
Excellent.
Máme. Vyhráli jsme. Mirabilis Yandy. Yandy vypadá jak Mirabilis.
I am proud of all my children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem.
Aha, Židi.
And there your brothers and sisters await you
Ale mám
to
rád.
celebrate your birth.
To nemám. Mirabilis! Jo, Marťo. Takový teplísek, viď, Marťo, teplísek si. Mirabilis, Marťo! Moje IQ roste každým splněným puzzlem. Marťa závidí a pláče. On pláče. Dřív by taky chtěl mít nekonečno IQ, ale nemá. Je. To je nějaká finta. Které můžu dělat takhle vlastně, to jsem zapomněl. No to jsem zapomněl. No to už mám skoro dohranou celou hru, api. Pohodička. Prismatická defrakce. Martě vypadá jak Mirabilis. Co se tu snažíme? Aha. Aha, Martě. Jde blízko. Jo.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice.
Je to tady, api, konec hry.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious.
Jsou tyhle
But
mobilní
above all
autky.
else, you will have to be human.
GG. Tak to byl Talos Principle 2.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living. Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course. You want the short version or the long version? All right, you asked for it.
Je.
A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human, like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization. But unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost. That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time. A team led by a scientist Alexandra Drennan began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker. Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way. It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return.
They're probably assassinated by the other Jews.
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal, capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it. Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished. They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind. You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself. You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you. Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens.
Huh?
Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Regardless of the number to take the founder's name and they respect the principles of the goal, the Arthrox people discussion is now banned. Huh? What do you mean frogs are not people? Inactive threads will be archived. If you have any issues, please ping the moderators Jeremy Niam Aronax. Okay, bye. Where's my room? I heard that Jews get free housing where Palestinians used to live. So where's my house? Holy shit, it's a lot of robots. Huh?
Look, it's 1K.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Šílená Mirovelis.
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
What the fuck is happening? This is so different from first game, man. What is going on? Bro, I'm pregnant. Let me sit. Jako je to podstatně víc cool, no.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
Jestli to takhle představoval Karel Čapek.
What's broken now?
All right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Looks like we're in Asia or Colorado.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya? Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry
What the
before
fuck? 666
we reach the
Doge?
goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made? Why? It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same. But let's you and I keep that between us, alright? Now listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
welcome. Do please join us at the table.
What the fuck? Number 7, he's the founder.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day. Very well. Yakut, if you would.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now, and at this point I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut, as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Můžu se tam podívat i později, nebo je tohle jediná příležitost? Jo, tak to brdám teď.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
Mně se líbí 666 jendy, no.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced.
Opět, když si budu dávat do 3. latečko denně, jak velký je to průser, přiznej se. Mám docela chuť. Na laté. Asi není.
Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the elevator. Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road.
Yeah,
You ready to go?
92 mg, vapíte docela dost. Ne? Taková to stejně miligramů jako kapučíno. Takže myslíš, že mě třetí zabije, jo? Ty pičo, tak to už jsem blízko limitu.
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody...
Ne, pyramida PTSD, vapí, ty už máš pyramidu splněnou. Pyramida PTSD.
Mega structure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
Pověz mi, že archipelago je krása oproti pyramidě.
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all
To hrál. Mi hraješ na nervy, vapí. Oni mám baterku, my jsme nějaký vyvinutý roboti.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Jsem
Looks like they
hodně
were running some
zmatený.
sort of experiment here.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
No, takže už jsem splnil akt 1, tak to bylo easy. Tak mapíku děláš hrozný blbosti.
That sort of looks like a temple.
Otevři. Tak já jsem velice jako zmatený, který se mám v vodě vyhejbat. Co mám jako tohle na hvězdy? No, ale kde mám jako, já nevidím nic na plnění. A nevidím mapu. Teď jdeš už dolů. Mapa bude. Okay, takže teď je to jako main quest a nemůžu zatím nic dělat. No hele. Sisyphus. Teda Prometheus.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net? I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
For your mom. One. Alright, one, that's me, 1K. RGB shifting.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Jo,
Let's
pro.
solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Bro, proč na mě hážou level 1000 difficulty Okay, I get it. Vapíku, ty jeden filuto. Ty jsi takový filutový, viď? Trošičku. Takový filuta trošičku seš, no. A takhle red, green a blue nefunguje, brávo. To je nějaký fake vapí. Ale vyhráli jsme.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
Ai ai nero ani anana nero ani inana anjo. What? Proč to dělal? Injo arie anana enjo anie anana enjo nanie nanana nenjo nani anana nenjo nani.
By some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melvin?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
What the fuck? Oh. Some slepej. Anana nenjo anie anana anana enjo nanie. Vapíček je teplý se. Je teplý. Vapí, že seš tak trošku teplý. Empírky. Ok, chápu. To je dobré, docela komplikovaně se to dá takhle kombinovat. Anna, enio, anie, nanana, anie, enio, anie.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
Fuck. I'm very confused. There's not another. Jinak vždy 8 puzzlů a 2 hidden, ty vole, já nevím, jestli chci hledat hidden. Oh! No, blue a green, ale to nejde. To je konec hopí, dohrali jsme. Oh. Možná. Ne. Ne. Dobrá, já nevím. Červená červenou asi neprojde, co? Já potřebuji obě na zelený, to je první gól, potřebuji obě na zelený a potřebuji jeden, vej, já jsem dement. Ach jo. Tadada nindo dadie, tadada dindo dadie. To jsou tady ty dva, jo, to jsou ty dva bonusové. Takže teď jdeme na 4 doprava. A musím říct, že ta mapa se mi líbí. 4 nahoru.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Jsou v každé mapě 2 hvězdy. Já nevím, co jsou hvězdy, píčo, mám se dívat na oblohu, nebo co po mně chceš, vapí? Teplísku, vole. Na 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 ne no na ne na 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 ne no na ne na 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 ne no na ne. Já na to vlastně můžu dát po tom, co to připojím. To je vlastně novinka, tam jsem dřív nešlo. Keep connections. To dřív mi se nešlo.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
To fakt, proč mě tady Byron gankuje, vole? To co je za jumpscary? No, co to je? Já to viděl. Zlaté dveře, vapí.
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles at the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles! But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Classic. Classic, vapí.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yeah! Yes! Frank! I'm recording right now! Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Mirabilis! Potrzebuję coś Mirabilis!
On your group called
I've
Sky?
good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what
On
those
your
particle clouds are,
copy.
but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut.
Jsi takovej Byron mapy.
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more
Le
of an open area
Gambi.
with scattered structures.
Já jsem buď
Close.
Alcaraz nebo
Couldn't
Melvin.
tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Kde jsou hidden levely, vole? Zatím jsem žádný nenašel, Vapík mi slíbil hidden levely a mám piču, vole. Vapík je úplný lhář. A podvodník. Ananané. Ore dore dore ra ra de 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 dore dore ra ra yendi doro yo yendi de doro yendi yero doro yendi. Oh, didn't raise some connection. Ore dore da da. Dero da da. Ondero, dero. Dero. Da da randero, dero da da. Dero. Dero da da randero, dero da da randero, dero da da. Všichni Byron stalkuje.
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem?
I don't like the Jew background.
That's what happens when all you can think about is the past. We had such ambitions in the beginning, but now it's all turned inwards. We've lost faith in ourselves, in our humanity. All we need to do now is finish that dome and we'll be trapped in our perfectly neat little tomb.
Dore da da va pico, de dore da da va pico, de dore da da va pico, de dore da da va pice, che dore da da va pico, di dore da da va pice, di dore da da va pice, di dore da da. Opičku, ty si dore da da. Přiznej se, opí! Přiznej se, vole. Ani nevím, co dělat. No. Červený. Něco modrý se zeleným. No. Oh. Maybe? Oj, proč tohle nezhaslo? Jo, jasně. Ale můžu vzít tohle, na to sem a Byrone, přestaň stalkovat.
You just upload
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
how did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
Kde jsou moje bonusy, Vapí? Slíbil jsi mi bonusy. Kde jsou bonusové levely? Já nevím, kde jsou. Ty jsi řekl, že je najdu. Kde jsou? A kde je mapa, Vapí? Tady je mapa, vole. No, tak to je fakt dobrá mapa, Vapí, no. Tak to je hodně dobrá mapa, Vapí, no. Tam je vidět co... No to je skvělý, ale kde to je, vole? To vidím i tady, píčo, že to nemám. Píčo, já tady nebudu běhat po ostrově 3 hodiny a hledat quest. Nebudu. Že buď mi řekneš, kde to je, nebo to nebudu dělat.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Tyhle monumenty jsou hvězdy. Co s tím mám dělat? Tady nic není. Má nahoře konektor. What? A kde mám najít laser? A kde mám najít začátek laseru? Pičo, to jebu. Jdu, vole, do pyramidy. Nebudu tady běhat 6 km, pičo, to je mapa, vole, Ústí nad Labem, vole, budu tady hledat jeden laser, tohle. Tohle není velká místnost, pičo, teď jsem venku, se podívej, můžu běžet tamhle a tamhle. Jaká velká místnost, pičo, teď jsme venku. Jdu pryč. Jdu. Akorát zase nevím, píčo, co je co. Jdu doleva nebo doprava? Doprava. What? What is happening?
I don't know if this is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramanos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
What? Já to vidím vlevo nahoře, pičo. To vůbec nechápu, co se dívám.
When I was booting up, I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those are actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
No, akt 1 kompletní mapy hrou konce, vyhráli jsme.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created? The man who lives on the plains imagines that the gods dwell on the mountaintop. But if he followed the steep road, he would see his shadow in the clouds beneath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified? If Zeus did not own fire, why should humankind? Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean? If Zeus did not intend for humankind to have hope, why did he place it within the box? Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
Měl kam být ze streamera.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
A security system. All right, but what does it do? Keep everyone out? Keep the wrong people out?
And is it dangerous?
We're speculating with too little hard data. What's clear is that there's some sort of testing component to this place. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe, but why?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
That's the spirit. 1K, keep solving puzzles. The rest of you, as you were.
Tak já bych to fakt strašně rád by 100% opíjel, nemám, ne. Skrytý věci. Ať mi to dá prostě level, nebo ať to nedává jídlo. Já jsem jednoduchý člověk. Jsou hodně hidden, hodně jsou hidden. Stejně jako tvoje tukové zásoby jsou hidden vapí. Jsem nikdy neměl moc rád Zeuse. Hrozný čurák. The fuck? To hodně skryté, hodně moc. Oh, Golden Door. Cringe. Já se furt ztrácím, ty píčo, dejte mi normální mapu, vole, jsme roboti s vyvinutým vším, vole, ale nemáme pojebaný mapy, kurva. Co to je? Já nevím, kde je exit.
I think we're done here for now. Let's head over to the next site.
Já se snažím, Byrone, píčo. Oh my fucking god. Oh. Proč hry nemají mapy? Nejsem, vole, bicyklista, vole, nemám nějaký přirozený, vole, vyvinutý orientace. Tam je hidden vzadu. Píčo, teď mi to ukazuje, že je exit tady, ale žádný exit tady není, vole, tak se na to podívej, vole. Exit. Žádný exit. A kde je exit? Tak proč to svítí, když mám za úkol najít exit? No ano, ale já nevím, kde to je! Čtyři, hora, jdeme k jedničce. Jsem se ztratil. Oh my fucking god. Nesnáším hledací věci, nenávidím je. Co tady stojíš, vole?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of
Tak
is that
nahoře
he
máš
was made of
mapičku,
bronze,
píčo, to je
had but one
kompas.
face, within which flowed a liquid substance like
Proč mi o
blood,
tom do prdele neřekli?
and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the
Tak proč mi to
was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished. Or still evolving.
Opí, co mám dělat? Jsem teď hrozně tiltle, já nedokážu přemýšlet. Vyřeš to za mě. Kde je můj pogánek, Vapí? Kde je? Kde je můj pogánek, ty malá? Svině. Tak teď mi řekni rozdíl mezi hvězdama a otazníkama, Vapí. Zkus to udělat tak, abych se nezbláznil u toho. Ten radar je na hovno. No, a tak jsou mysteries a jsou hvězdy, to jsou dvě odlišné věci, ne? Teď jsi mi to říkal. Takže jsou hvězdy a jsou secrety, nebo hvězdy a secrety jsou to samý.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey.
Díky bohu.
But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
Vapí, ty vole. Jsi pták obecný, Vapíku. Pták obecný jsi. Jsi prostě pták, Vapí. Pták seš, vole.
Bird game.
Vypadáš jak beard gay. Je to píči, vapi, je to píči, vole. Nejde to udělat. Prostě to nejde, vapi, nejde to. Našli jsme buglý puzzle. Buglý puzzle, vapi. Je to jako povrnuté.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe he'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
OK, Vopi, kde je exit? Píše mi to, že je exit tady, ale není. GG. Takže bude na typu, já jsem vapík, já jsem strašně inteligentní. Si to píš, jak se tam mám poslat, vapí. Nemrne. Honzíček je malý kytarista. Honzí, ty jsi ale ptáček. Honzíku, ty malý papoušku. Honzíčku, ty malý papoušku. God Puzzles Lost Labs.
Everybody, I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next side. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Honzík je malý ptáček. Honzíku, ty malý papoušku. Honzíku, Honzíku, Honzík. Honzíku, ty malý papoušku. Já myslel, Honzí, že jsme jako kamarádi teďka, no. Tak dobrý. Tak dobrý, Honzí, no. To je dobrý, Honzí. To je hodně dobrý. A co mi je hold, když tím nemůžu projít, vole. Kdyby mi někdo co dělám. Haja nara nare, heroju nara nare. No, já vůbec nevím, co se děje. Vysvětli mi, co se děje teďka. To je hovadina.
Osiris!
Ananana, Hunzi, ananana, Hunzi, ananana,
Many of these
Hunzi.
structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Ananana, Hunzi, ananana, Hunzi, ananana. OK, už se v té hře trošku orientuju. Je tohle super quest mapy. No, budeme pokračovat příště.